An elderly man set fire to a care home after he was denied a trip with his girlfriend. The Edmonton Police Department warns citizens to be on the lookout for some hugging bandits. And watch out for the radioactive shrimp from Walmart. Radioactive shrimp from Walmart. Radioactive shrimp from Walmart. This is the Weird AF News podcast. I'm doing weird news every day. An 81-year-old man set fire to a care home after he was denied a trip with his girlfriend. Why would you deny this old man a trip with his girlfriend? He's 81 years old. He doesn't have a lot of time left with his girlfriend. Let him go on a trip with his girlfriend. I'm not saying he should have burned down the place, or I don't know, maybe I am. Let me get the old man's side first. Let's hear what he has to say about this. We have here an 81-year-old resident at a senior citizens care home. It's in a place called, Yeah, I'm not sure about this one. Okay, let's give it a try. Come on, Jonesy, you can do it. Use that public school education to pronounce the following. Padang Besar Perlis. Now, this elderly man allegedly set the care center on fire after he was denied permission to travel to Kangar with his girlfriend. Yeah, he wants to go to Kangar with his girlfriend. That's elderly man code for getting laid, going to Kangar. Another one is changing the battery in my hearing aid. That means also going to get some ass. And then there's getting my diaper changed, which is code for... It actually just means getting the diaper changed. It's not really code for anything. Some old people wear diapers, just how it is. All right, now enter the police chief of this area. Padang Besar Police Chief Shokri Abdullah. He said that the care center housed about 20 elderly residents, and the fire is believed to have began from the kitchen cabinet area before spreading to the main hall. We have a quote here from Shokri Abdullah. He says, well, the suspect is believed to have been dissatisfied with the care center's staff for not allowing him to go to Kangar to get a hearing aid with his girlfriend, who is also a resident at the center. Okay, well, he wanted to go to get a hearing aid with his girlfriend. Why wouldn't you allow him to go get the hearing aid? Go to Kangar. I don't know how far Kangar is, but every hour these two are away from the care center. That's less work for you guys. Yeah, it's 2 less people you have to cook for and clean up after. I mean, why would you deny him this little trip to go get something that he obviously needs with his girlfriend? I mean, was it some strange hour of the night, like 2 a.m.? I mean, I don't understand why you would not allow this man to go get a hearing aid in Kangar with his lady. Now, I'm not going to, put my foot in the ground and defend the old man's actions, burning down a portion of the care center. That's not okay. But also, you have to realize that old men are insane. So... I mean, have you talked to a man over 80? They have voices in their heads that tell them things. Have you met a man with one foot in the grave? Have you noticed that he just doesn't give a damn about anything? I witnessed an old man try to shoplift and then grab the ass of a Walgreens employee. Why? Because he is going to exit this world pretty soon and does not give a damn. This is what they're like. You work with them all day. You should know this. You should let this man go get a hearing aid with his girlfriend to Kangar. Now, it says, according to investigators, the fire damaged about 50% of the hall, with the total damage of losses still under investigation. Now, if the old man is convicted for mischief by fire, which is what they're calling it, it provides for a jail term of up to 14 years and a fine as well. Well, he doesn't even have 14 years. And whatever years he has left, he may sadly have to spend them behind bars, but at least at the jail he can get some conjugal visits. Yeah, he won't be able to go to Kangar with his girlfriend, but he could still get some booty in the jail. Yeah, there's more freedom in jail than there is in an elderly care center. Who knew? The Edmonton police warn the citizens to be on the lookout for a group of hugging bandits. Police in Alberta say the public should beware of strangers asking for hugs and trying to share sob stories. This is after 3 individuals were arrested in a string of what are being called, quote, distraction thefts all across Canada. According to the police, they've received at least 63 reports since May of people having their belongings stolen while being distracted by the thieves using hugs and other such tactics. Oh yeah, this is one of the oldest tricks in the book. You distract people with a hug or a kiss, usually involving an attractive woman, and then you jack their crap. You jack their crap, guys. You don't want to get your crap jacked. Don't be hugging strangers. And if any of you hugging banditos are listening to this podcast, don't even try to hug me, because you're going to get more than just my gold. I'll fall in love with you, and then I'll follow you around. Now, according to the police, 3 women have been charged with theft during this investigation. Warrants have been issued for 3 more that are believed to be part of this hugging scheme, the hugging mugging scheme. Bunch of hugger muggers. I can see like a mainstream news they think they're so funny when they'll say things like, "When huggers become muggers, more at 11." I mean, I don't know how you can watch that crap. Okay, now beware, because it's not just Edmonton. It says that there have been similar thefts in British Columbia all the way to Toronto, so not limited to Alberta. It's Canada-wide hugging mugging scheme. Look out. I mean, it's funny that you have to come out and say this, because I thought everybody knew about this. This is one of the oldest tricks in the book. This is like a gypsy tactic from 500 years ago. What are people going to fall for next? Stagecoach robberies? Now, the article breaks down the tactic here, but I'm assuming a lot of you know this tactic. It's pretty straightforward. It says the thieves, acting in groups resembling families, approach vulnerable people in places from grocery stores to parking lots in order to strike up a conversation, going as far as asking for a hug or having them bless some jewelry. Oh yeah, this jewelry blessing aspect of it is actually a new twist on it. I heard this happening up here near where I live in Glendale. The police say that during all of this interaction, the hugging, the jewelry, the banditos steal the victim's jewelry and they flee in a vehicle, often branded with a license plate from BC, Ontario, or Quebec, they say. It's an alarming trend that police say is taking place from coast to coast. And Canada is like the perfect place to do this because everybody in Canada just trusts way too much. Just the nicest people. I mean, all of my Canadian friends are the sweetest, but you could totally scam them because they can't say no. They're easily taken advantage of. It's so sad. Canadians, you need to get a backbone. I love my Canadians. I have so many Canadian listeners. They have great senses of humor. But you guys, you leave your doors unlocked. I think it's just because you haven't had enough violence up there. But don't worry, it's coming over the border. You'll get it soon enough. You'll have the kind of crime we have down here. My head's on a swivel down here. In the U.S., you don't talk to strangers. Someone comes up to you, wants to hug you, you punch them in the face and run the other way. But that's because we've all been trained, growing up around all of the crime and all of the violence in this wonderful place. Yeah, I'm not hugging anybody. I don't even talk to strangers. If a nun comes up to me and wants to have a chit-chat, I am booking it the other way. That's what we say, booking it. That's kind of a Boston phrase, booking it. Anyone else say booking it? I booked it. That means I ran away. You got to book it when you see the banditos. Badges? We don't need any stinking badges. We just want to give some hugs, hermano.
Mint is still $15 a month for premium wireless. And if you haven't made the switch yet, here are 15 reasons why you should. 1, it's $15 a month. 2, seriously, it's $15 a month. 3, no big contracts. 4, I use it. 5, my mom uses it. Are you playing me off? That's what's happening, right? Okay, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, $15 per month equivalent required. New customer offer first 3 months only. Then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
Walmart has had to recall some of its shrimp because it turns out it's radioactive. They're warning the public not to eat this radioactive shrimp product. So if you happen to be buying some shrimp from Walmart, I don't know why you would. If you buy your shrimp from Walmart, you kind of deserve a little radioactivity. It's just like if you bought the frozen shrimp from the dollar store. Are you okay? You're going to do that to your family? Look, you're okay probably if you purchase some canned goods or dried goods in the foods department of Walmart or the dollar store, but you have to draw the line somewhere, and you need to do that with the produce and the seafood, especially the seafood. Let's get the details about this radioactive shrimp. Radioactive shrimp at Walmart. Radioactive shrimp. Oh, it's so fun to sing. Will you sing it with me? Just one verse. Radioactive shrimp at Walmart. Hey, that was pretty good. Good job. You were right on key as well, so I'm impressed with you. Okay, so Walmart has recalled some of its shrimp products in the United States after radioactive material was detected in the seafood. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration warned the public not to eat the frozen shrimp sold under Walmart's Great Value label, as it could have been exposed to a dangerous isotope, a radioactive isotope, which, if consumed, might turn you into Shrimp Man! The smelliest and weirdest of superheroes, Shrimp Man! And then you can go be Aquaman's sidekick or something. What would Shrimp Man's superpower be? That's a good question. I'm not really sure. Maybe squirting cocktail sauce out of its eyeballs? Maybe like a potent tail whip of some sort? I don't know. I'm coming up short. If you have any suggestions, you can email it to me. Together, maybe we could write the comic book and then license the story and character to Netflix and make billions and billions of dollars off our Shrimp Man concept. And then Tom Cruise will play Shrimp Man in a feature film franchise. You're wondering, why Tom Cruise, Jonesy? Why would Tom Cruise be Shrimp Man? Well, isn't it obvious? He's short, so he's perfect for Shrimp Man. Okay, back to the details. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration sent out this warning. The most surprising thing about this is that the U.S. Food and Drug Administration still exists. I thought they just got rid of this, right? Because who needs safety? We got RFK Jr. to lead the way, right? He's going to lead us down the primrose path to great health. Actually, radioactive shrimp sounds like something that RFK Jr. would love to eat, if we're being honest. I eat it fried. Fried radioactive shrimp is good fried. Scampi. I like a radioactive shrimp scampi. The radioactive shrimp scampi. Do you like radioactive shrimp gumbo? Gumbo, radioactive gumbo. I don't know. Is this a good RFK Jr. impression? I don't know. Baked shrimp. Shrimp gumbo. Fried shrimp. Shrimp stew. Radioactive shrimp. That was another bad impression of the guy on Forrest Gump when he's just running through the shrimp items. I got some horrible impressions, guys. Come for the weird stories. Stay for the bad impressions. That's how I describe my podcast. Okay, now Walmart wants you to throw this stuff away. Let's just get right down to the brass tacks. You should throw this stuff away. They sold it in 13 states, these particular shrimp products. But, to be on the safe side, just don't eat shrimp from Walmart. It just a general rule in your life. You can probably roll the dice with the frozen burgers over there or something, but just don't do the seafood at Walmart. Now, we have a Walmart spokesperson who came out. You know what the Walmart spokesperson is going to say. They just said, the health and safety of our customers is always a top priority. We have issued a sales restriction and removed the product from... We're so sorry. We're so sorry. Please don't sue us. We're so sorry. We are so sorry. We're so sorry. And we're rich, bitch! Which is true. Walmart is rich. And that's why these things happen. Rather than take the time and spend the money up top to make sure that you're selling quality products, you just let it all go to crap, and then you can afford to deal with the fallout afterward because you got attorneys on your payroll and some fake spokesperson that can get out there and speak with all smiles to the news and make it look sort of authentic. But we know it's not. Yeah, Walmart is evil, basically, is what I'm saying. And you probably shouldn't shop there at all. But also, I am not naive, and I understand the state of the economy right now. And I understand the price of groceries right now, and for all sorts of goods. And so it's very hard to put things together. So you have to go to discount stores like Walmart. I understand. It's sad, but it's true. But if you can avoid it, try. Now, here's some information that could save your life. These are the following states that sold the radioactive shrimp: Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Kentucky, Louisiana, Missouri, Mississippi, Ohio, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Texas, and West Virginia. Shoppers in those states, be advised and be cautious. Take a look at your shrimp. Is it glowing in the refrigerator? Did your shrimp that you bought from Walmart just microwave itself? That would mean it's radioactive. Are you very high class and have been sitting on the back of the veranda of your mansion and just dipping Walmart shrimp in cocktail sauce for a number of days and then noticed that you've grown a third nipple? That would mean that was radioactive shrimp. But you could also use this as an excuse to get out of work if you don't feel like going in this week. Yeah, sorry, boss. I ate some radioactive shrimp, and now my balls are glowing and I'm radioactive. So looks like I'm going to have to hang out for a few more days in the kiddie pool eating this shrimp cocktail. All right, clearly I'm out of control with this. Let's wrap it up. Here's some information that's helpful. Turns out that this shrimp came from an Indonesian supplier. I mean, yeah, where did you think Walmart got their shrimp? They're trying to spend as less money as possible on the shrimp. One shipment of shrimp tested positive for something called cesium-137, the radioactive form of the periodic element cesium. It might be pronounced caesium, I'm not sure. The amount contained in the tested shipment was not enough to pose acute harm to consumers. Exposure over time could pose an elevated risk of cancer by damaging living cells in the body, according to officials. Yeah, I don't think you want to test that theory, Hey, I'm going to keep eating this radioactive shrimp. I'll either turn into a superhero or I'll get cancer.
Your burger is served, and this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is one perfect combination. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Hello, my friends. This is your handy-dandy, trustworthy host, Jonesy, recording another episode of Weird AF News inside a closet in Los Angeles. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you to everyone who sent me articles the past few days. I got that shrimp one quite a bit, so I thought I'd do it. I tried to put it off because I didn't think it was all that weird, but it turns out it was kind of weird. You know, it's been a light, weird news cycle today, so I decided to do it. But it's a few days old, so I try to get them like the day of, get it out there. I want to be the first to report on some of these weird news stories, but that's not always the case. But I do the best that I can, Anyway, appreciate you showing up again for another episode. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. I do Weird News 5 days a week, and on Friday, it's only Weird News from Florida. Weird AF News is available on all podcast players, including YouTube. If you would like to support the show, there's a website which you can do that on, and it's weirdafnews.com. weirdafnews.com. Let's try that again. weirdafnews.com. It's pretty easy to remember. I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great day.